Hi, my name is Max. I'm a Greenheart Travel foreign exchange student here in Cordoba, Argentina. And we just want to make a video kind of talk about our experience here as an exchange student. This is Nina from, what city are you from in Germany?
I'm from Leer. It's a small town in Germany.
I'm from rural Wisconsin, so totally different sides of the world, but we met here in the orientation for Eduquality, a partner company of Greenheart. I want to talk about the orientation a little bit because I feel like that was something I had a lot of questions about before I came. So basically, if you're coming as a foreign exchange student, a lot of time there's an orientation. If you're coming with Greenheart, there's an orientation. And basically it was a week in Rio Ceballos. We were staying in Salsipuedes, so about 20-ish minutes out, 20 minutes from Cordoba, 20 minutes from Salsipuedes, just right in the middle. So in my situation, I came here 28th of July. We have about 3 months here because it's the 27th of October. It's crazy, 3 months.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But came here. I ended up spending the night somewhere else because we got here super late, me and the other girl from the US. And then it started a week in the hotel. And there's people from Denmark,
Finland, Canada.
Japan. Yeah, basically all over the world.
Yeah.
It was all these kids from all over the world, all staying in the province of Cordoba. And it was about a week. And there was all sorts of activities we did. I'm trying to remember the specifics. I know that we had like outdoors activities. It was the end of winter here, so it was kind of like cold out. But I remember we did some activities outside, kind of trying to get to know the culture of Argentina. We tried mate.
We danced.
We danced. We had a baile. At the end of it, there was a baile. That was a lot of fun. Like, we got to know all these new kids, and that was one of my favorite experiences, especially at the start of the year here, was getting to know all these kids from all over the world and getting to interact with them. We all spoke English, which I found that was weird. You know, like the common language is English. There was kids who didn't speak a word of Spanish, but they all spoke English. There were some kids that, most of them. Some kids didn't speak English or Spanish. That's rough. But yeah, baile was a lot of fun. We had an outing to Cordoba, the city of Cordoba. Saw the Ferris wheel that doesn't work, made by Eiffel. That was cool. Yeah, but that was my first experience in Argentina, the orientation, and I feel like that definitely helped. Some Spanish lessons, trying the food because all the meals were provided by the hotel. Tried milanesa. But yeah, the orientation definitely helped give that good, like establishing grounds of what Argentina is gonna be like, and then we met our host families. What, were you nervous to meet your host family?
I was so nervous.
I was freaking out.
I was about to cry.
Like excitement or like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember they told me the day before what my host family looked like because I didn't have that good of an idea. I knew it was a mom, her son, and then I got to hear more about them and kind of added more character to what they were gonna be like. And then I met them and it was just so exciting. You know, it was everybody. We sat in a big circle outside. You remember? And then it was like the counselors came out and they were like, Lorenzo, your family's here. And then everybody like, no, and then they all left because it's like you see these kids and then they're moving hours away to a different part of Cordoba.
And you never see them again.
Yeah, it's freaky. But it got to me and I remember, did you leave before me or after me?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I remember I went out and it was like I met my host mom and my host brother, and they were just like, they met me right away. It was like really normal, casual. I was worried about it, but there wasn't a reason for me to be worried about it. They were excited to meet me. I was excited to meet them, and we got in the car. We talked without any problems. Like, yeah, of course, I got here. I wasn't fluent in Spanish. I'm still not fluent in Spanish, but it's not something to worry about. Like, you meet your family, you start talking with them, and then you start to acostumbrarse.
Get used to?
Get used to. You start to get used to living with them, and it's just like it was something that I felt like I transitioned into really nicely. Orientation helped with that. How did you feel when you first? Because English isn't your first language, German's your first language, so it's like jumping from German to living with this family that only speaks Spanish.
At first, I didn't understand them at all. My host sister speaks very fast, and she's hard to understand. I still don't understand her most of the time. But yeah, it's getting way better now.
Making progress.
Yeah.
All right. What did we do that? We met our host family, orientation, and like our second week here, we went to a baile, a real baile. That's a lot of fun. In the U.S., I'm not somebody who dances. We don't do that. But we came here. A baile, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of like a big. In this case, it was a basketball court. It was an enclosed
Yes.
basketball court, and it's just filled with people. And there's a live band playing. And in Cordoba, there's a giant music called Cuarteto. And there's a girl from Buenos Aires I was talking to. She says that Cuarteto doesn't even exist there. Like, it's solely Cordoba. But it's just like music with like accordion, guitar, loud, and so much fun to dance to. But I remember I went with my host brother and a few friends. And mind you, bailes, parties here all started like midnight, 1 a.m. Like, you get there late. And we had showed up, you were already there with your host sister and Maddie from Italy, a foreign exchange student from Italy. And we went in, and it was like, I was so nervous to go because it was like, oh, this is my first new experience in Argentina, my first big outing. It's a dance. What are we going to do? And it was so much fun.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
So much fun. And I think that's the importance of trying new things. Like, I've gone to soccer games here, rugby games, bailes, parties in like clubs. And it's just so many things I never would have tried. And now you try it, and it's so much fun. So much fun. And that was only our second week here.
Yeah.
You know. What are some other fun things you've done? You started horse riding here.
That was very fun. I met so many new people there, and it's like a different style of horse riding, so it's interesting to try the Argentinian way.
Because you did it in Germany too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another thing. That's in Umquisho, right? That's something I love about living here. It's the idea of like, definitely depends on where you're going on exchange, because like if you live in Morteros, where it's like a big
What's
city, Morteros, that's where Audrey and... It's kind of like further away. But we live in Sierra Las Chicas, so it's like all these smaller cities, and then Córdoba Capital, and we can get anywhere by bus. So like if you want to go to Unquisho, how do you take the buses to get there? It'd be from Salsipuedes to Rio.
Yeah, and then from Rio I have to change the bus to go to Enquillo, and then I walk the rest.
Yeah, and we're in Agua de Oro right now. Like it's one of the things I love about living here is that you can get anywhere by bus or walking. Really, I walk everywhere. I walk from school to my home. We go to the gym together. Go to the gym. You can walk places, take the bus, and everything is really accessible in our situation. And I think that's such a new experience for me, because in Wisconsin, I live in rural Wisconsin, you can't get anywhere without a car. And it's just it was something to adjust to that I really loved. And I felt like when I started walking places, I got so much more comfortable with like living in Salsipuedes. Like I started to put together like, oh, school is here. Oh, the gym's here. My house is over here. And I started walking places.
And we saw new places like the library.
The
thrift store. Yeah. Like we wouldn't have found them if we went everywhere by car.
Yeah. So like I don't know if this is going out to prospective exchange students, but big tips, because we're running out of time. We are running out of time.
Oh, yeah.
Try new things. Gotta try new things. Walking, very important. Because you get to know the places better and know where you're going. Trying new things, because the baile. Oh, I went to the gancha, the football gancha.
Ooh.
Football is huge here. Soccer is huge here. How many different? There's Racing, Talleres. Okay, anyways, even within Cordoba, there's leagues. Within Argentina, there's leagues, and it's like soccer's such a big thing here. Rap competitions.
Oh yeah.
There's rap competitions. It's just to say that there's so much to do here, and if you're nervous about your year abroad, it's a big challenge, but it's also an adventure. There's so many things that you're gonna experience, so many opportunities to take, and rather than to be nervous about it, I think it's something to be excited for. Because it's a big challenge, but it is something that you'll never forget. I'm so happy to be here. You have 4 months left? 3 months left?
3 months, yes.
I have a little bit more than that. I've got some time. But yeah, thank you.